24 cents is a surprisingly addictive game with easy-to-learn rules. There are two ways to win this game of loose change. Be the first to pocket 50 cents or more, or be the first to collect exactly 24 cents. The game starts out with 7 penny balls, 4 nickel balls, 3 dime balls, and 1 quarter ball. Each ball is worth the value of the coin it represents. Legally pocket a quarter ball, for example, and your score goes up by 25 cents. But to be a legal shot, your cue ball must hit the lowest numbered ball on the table before it hits any others. You can continue to shoot as long as you pocket a ball without fouling. You foul when the first ball you hit is not the lowest numbered ball on the table. You sink the cue ball, or you knock a ball off the table. It is also a foul if you fail to sink a ball, and no balls touch the rail after you hit the lowest numbered ball. If you lose your turn because of a foul, your opponent gets to place the cue ball wherever he or she wants. And any balls pocketed on a foul shot return to the table as nickels. Good luck! Shoot again. Shoot again. Shoot again. Next player. Shoot again. Foul. Next player. Shoot again. Shoot again. Shoot again. Next player. Shoot again. Shoot again. Game over. Mad Bomber is a truly explosive game of pool. The goal is to score as many points as you can by sinking balls. No points are awarded for the balls pocketed on the break. After the break, each ball is worth 1, 2, 3, or 5 points. Sink a ball with a 2 on it, for example, and you get 2 points. As long as it's still a 2 by the time it drops in the pocket. Let me show you what I mean. All balls start out as green 3 balls. But watch what happens when you hit one with the cue ball. It turns yellow and counts down to a 2 ball. Hit a 2 ball and you make a red 1 ball. Hit a 1 ball and look out! You just made a bomb. If any bombs explode before they land in a pocket, the game randomly selects a 1, 2, or 3 ball and spots it on the table. A ball is also spotted when you scratch. You get a whopping 5 points for pocketing a bomb ball before it explodes, but you also lose your turn. In fact, you lose your turn anytime you set off a bomb. You also lose your turn if you fail to sink a ball or you foul. You foul when you sink the cue ball, knock a ball off the table, or fail to hit a ball. If you lose your turn because of a foul, a ball is returned to the table and your opponent gets to place the cue ball wherever he or she wants. This can be a big advantage for your opponent when you're playing on Mad Bomber's cool table, since there's only one pocket, or should I say hole, to shoot for. Good luck and watch out for bombs. Next player. Next player. Shoot again. Table. Next player. Shoot again. Shoot again. Shoot again. Next player. Shoot again. Shoot again. Shoot again. Shoot again. Shoot again. Shoot again. Next player. Shoot again. Next player. Game over. In Chameleon Ball, each player is assigned a color. Your goal is to sink balls of your color. An easy task if it weren't for the fact that the balls keep changing. I'll show you what I mean. Let's say you play as the color green. The cue ball turns green whenever it is your turn. All of the other balls are chameleon balls, and they start out gray. When hit by the cue ball, a gray chameleon ball takes on the cue ball's color, green in your case. If a chameleon ball is wearing an opponent's color, you must strike it once to knock that color off. Then strike it again to make it green. You get 1 point for each green ball that gets pocketed. Be careful not to knock in balls of another color, or you will score points for your opponent. You lose your turn if you scratch, or fail to sink a green ball. The player with the most points at the end of the game wins. Good luck! Next player. Shoot again. Shoot again. Shoot again. Next player. Shoot again. 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 Game over. Cool Pools Poker brings the popular card game to the pool table, complete with a special deck of playing card balls. Your goal is to pocket the best poker hand. You and your fellow players must sink 2 racks of balls to end the game. Both racks come from the same deck, so you will never encounter 2 identical balls, such as 2 aces of spades. The player with the best poker hand after the last ball goes in is the winner. To keep things interesting, at least 1 ball in each rack is face down. Balls that are face down have a question mark on them, and you won't know which card they hide until the end of the game. As in standard poker, you have to build your hand out of 5 cards. So after you've collected 5 balls, you have to discard a ball for every new one you pocket. To keep the hand you've already built, simply discard your most recently pocketed ball. Next player. You only get 1 shot per turn. If you sink more than 1 ball in your shot, you get to keep the first ball that drops in. All of the other balls are put back on the table. If you foul during your shot, all balls pocketed on that shot are returned to the table. You foul when you sink the cue ball, knock a ball off the table, or fail to hit a ball. After a foul, the next player gets to place the cue ball wherever he or she wants. Before you take a shot, you can click on the Rank button found on the left side of the window to see a list of poker hands sorted in winning order. You must have 5 balls for any of these hands to count, even a pair, because any player that ends the game with fewer than 5 cards automatically loses. When you think you have the best hand you'll get, click on the Stand Pat button to signal that you're happy with your hand. If all players decide to stand pat, the game ends early. Good luck! First rack. Next player. Scratch. Next player. 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 Scratch. Next player. Next player. Next player. Scratch. Next player. Next player. Next player. Next player. Next player. Next player. Second rack. Next player. 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 Two pair. Next player. 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 Game over. Racquetball is a fast-moving game that's easy to learn and a blast to play. The perfect choice if you're looking for a quick game. Your goal is simply to pocket as many balls as you can, and the table's racquetballs are there to keep the game moving. Watch what happens when you hit a racquetball with the cue ball. It takes off, continuing its flight until it either knocks in a ball or lands itself inside a pocket. You get 1 point for each ball that you sink, except the racquetballs. You lose your turn if you sink a racquetball, and the next player gets 2 points per ball during his or her turn. You also lose your turn if you scratch or fail to pocket a ball. The player with the most points at the end of the game wins. Good luck!
Radioactivity. It's a nuclear device.
Next player.
And to speak and understand every language on the planet Earth.
Next player. Shoot again. Shoot again. Shoot again. Shoot again. Rocket ball sunk. Double mode on. Next player.
64 years into the terrifying
Shoot again. Rocket ball sunk. Double mode on.
detect radioactivity. It's a nuclear device.
Game over.